All right, hello and welcome to Friday Night Craft and Chill. Just doing a little preliminary hot wire work over there. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday and had a good week. We got Fat Red Foo was first in the chat. Hello, random diorama. What's up, man? Was on Largo stream, but I was a ninja. Okay. Only Ian could see me. Right on, right on. Michael Dumas, how are you doing? Troy, TD3 Trooper, what's going on? Michael, glad to see you here. Actually, pertaining to you, I decided today that I was going to go ahead and put, not just because of you, but you popped into my head now that I'm seeing you. I put the Hella Dope crates up on my Etsy, so I'm going to sell some of them on there. Just because, you know, I'm not really sure what's going on with Ted. They're taking their sabbatical, and, you know, it's just kind of up in the air what the timeline is with what he's doing over there. He's got a lot of stuff going on in life. So I put these up for sale after all this time on my Etsy. There are some up there if anyone wants some. Coffee and Cheez-It sounds pretty good, Troy. I was just in a meeting, a Zoom meeting for about, it went longer than it was supposed to go, so. What do I want now? I want something. Seltzer already? Here we got seltzer. Tea. Going for cheese and crackers tonight. Sounds good, Largo. Can just get... Yeah, no pressure at all, Michael. If you want them, there's some up there now. Yup. How'd the stream go, Largo? I'll have to go watch that on the rerun. Have to drink coffee so I can sleep. Yep. We do get kind of turned inside out as we get older, Troy, so backwards becomes a way of life, I suppose. Ooh. I had like a stockpile of wooden crates or styrofoam crates, and I have diminished all of them because I've been selling them along with the dungeon diorama and some of the other. I think I sold some with the I can't remember now. I've sold quite a few lately, but I'm doing them as an add-on with other dioramas, so I need more. Yeah, this dungeon diorama that we built 2 copies of on 2 separate streams comes with a couple of those crates. Something else I will say is I did finally put this up for sale, and right now this is probably the most inexpensive handmade diorama that I'm doing that's current. I might have a couple of small older ones on eBay that are really small, but this is up on my Etsy right now, and it'll be made to order. I'm not going to sell this exact one, but it'll look just like it. You know, it'll take a few weeks for me to make it and ship it, but I figured I would try something like this that's a little bit lower price point. It's just a single or double figure stand, but you know, I was very happy with the brick and everything. It's been a while since I've done just a brick alleyway, so it actually looks improved from what my older stuff used to look like, but we're supposed to improve as we continue to do something. I guess it works. Thank you for putting the link there, Ed. Got some crates. Very cool. Thank you, Fat Red. Appreciate that. Yeah, Ed, I don't know what time you came in, but thank you for putting a link. Let me pin that, actually. That's what I should do. But the stuff I added today was the hella dope crates. You can see if I switch to the hot wire cam, there is a wall of them sitting back there. So we got some hella dope crates. People have been asking me about them for a long time, so I'm just gonna start selling some of those. And you can see, you know, they're pretty cool. You guys have seen these things for a minute now. I've had them kicking around. It's got the little random diorama on the bottom, and the lids are quite snug on most of them. And the other thing I added, like I said today, was this diorama display, single figure, will be made to order. Little 3D printed doorknob. Gotta make some more styles of that. That's pretty cool stuff. Is this all? Yep. Good. This one's pretty rough, but I think we're gonna just use it. Where's the glue? Here we go. I'm gonna leave and come back. All good, Fat Red. Internet was a train wreck today here. Started an hour late, so we'll be doing a do-over stream tomorrow. That happens, man. That definitely happens. It's definitely happened to me. So if anyone hasn't switched over to live chat so you can see Fat Red, try doing that. Switch over to live chat and see if you could, you know, see Fat Red Foo or not on live chat. As a matter of fact, because we haven't done one in a while, there we go. Oh, it auto-corrected Fat Red to Fathead. Okay, can you see Fathead's chats? That was an autocorrect, Fat Red, but that's how these things go. No. Wow, the nose. Oh, we got some yeses. 2 for 2. You said yes? Who? Huh. So, Ed, are you the other yes? Because maybe Ed could see it because he's a moderator. Fat Red is saying, someone tell Largo I saw his stream, but he didn't see me. He was there in spirit, Largo. Yep, but only when I switch to all chat. Okay. Fat Red's ninja skills are strong. I couldn't see him in my chat either. Wow. Eduardo, what's going on, man? I need to get back to working on that pirate or that ship diorama thing I was doing. Just kind of stalled out on that. Been waiting years for a pirate ship. Yeah, and it's only a part of a pirate ship, but I am off tomorrow. Maybe I can work on that tomorrow. I actually gained a few followers on Instagram with those couple of pirate ship reels. Not a ton, but a few hundred. And I haven't gained followers on Instagram in a long time, so should probably do more of that. But I did have I had some orders last week, and I just wanted to focus on that. Got to figure out how I'm splitting my time here. Foul-mouthed parrot. Might be a help. There it is. Hey Jay Gonzo, what's going on? Everyone, Fat Red is asking if you could see him now in the chat. Have you tried printing a standalone helm? You mean a life-size helm? Oh, a helm. No, I have not. It's always in the last place you look. Go figure. I haven't tried any 3D printing yet for the pirate ship stuff, Gonzo, but I'm thinking about doing some stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. I got some more console stuff I'm working on. I got some more Windows stuff I'm working on. I got some more crate stuff I'm working on. So I was kind of like, you know, I could do the... If I start working on 3D print pirate stuff, and I am going to, but I didn't want to split my focus too much. The boat wheel with base. Yeah, you know what? You're right about that. Just that spot would be pretty cool. The steering wheel for the rudder. What's going on, Nolan? Oh, you got them? Sweet, Gonzo. Awesome, I'm glad you like them. Yeah, I really like the way the light looks through them. And I see we got a lot of new people coming in here. I'm just going to mention one more time, but it's not going to be one more time. You know, that was a lie. On Etsy right now, the link in the bio, I do have these up for order. If you order one, I will make one exactly like this and ship it out to you by hand. This is the probably the lower price point of what I have for handmade display. It's a small one. And I finally put up for sale the Helidope Toys weapons crates. This was the second style one. We were going to sell them over there, but they're on a extended break. Not exactly sure. Hopefully they get, you know, Ted gets things together again. But for right now, I got a bunch of these. And I'm just going to, you know, people were asking me for them, so I threw some up for sale on my Etsy. They're up there right now. They're coming in a 2-pack. Okay. Frustrating. The master chair. Yeah, Eduardo. I see you still leaving comments all the time on my YouTube shorts, and thank you for that. But if you're busy, man. It is what it is. Who do we got here? Sammy 420. I don't know if I remember Sammy 420 or not. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, well, I'm getting older, and I just don't remember everything anymore. Every year, a little older than the last year. Not that I'm an old man, you know, like Ed or anything, but I'll be there eventually. Been a while. Right on, man. Gonzo, you got any plans for the windows? Is there something that you were working on you're gonna put them in, or you got an idea? Oh, Samuel Edwards. I think I recall. I think so. Okay, yeah, that would look cool above a roll-up door like that. For sure. Fat Red Foo, member chat for 26 months. I'm really starting to get frustrated with YouTube live chats. If it wasn't happening on other channels, I'd blame Ed. I feel you. Is that member chat showing up to people? Can everyone see that one at least? I mean, maybe Fat Red, you might have to just super chat every time you want to talk. It'll be terrible for me, but it's just something I'll have to bear if that's the case. Oh, Jay can see that, huh? Okay. I forgot you had your windows up on Etsy. Maybe next paycheck. Yeah, that's cool, Fat Red. I appreciate you getting the crates, man. And I'll probably be doing different things. I guess I have to pay to be seen. Yeah, that's just like using a dating app, right? So for a guy, anyway, if I'm gonna probably do different windows. There'll be more coming, and you know, for people like Jay Gonzo who bought them already, I will probably also make some other inserts, because I was like, man, I could just make things that fit this frame, keep it the same size, have some different options there. Samuel, the pirate ship I kind of froze on, right? I'm gonna start up again probably this week. I might even work on it tomorrow. Here, let me grab that real quick. Here's where we're at. So, gotta finish making the steps. And this is pinned in, but it's gonna be probably loose when it's done. I gotta make a step that goes across the top like a big piece with another piece of foam that comes down the back a little ways to act like a hook that'll hold the staircase in place. And it's like, looking at this, there are things I would like to do 3D printing wise. I might want to add a railing across the top, but I might build it out of foam. But if I make it out of foam, the banister, I don't know what you call them, but the vertical pieces for the railing will be square. If I 3D print them, I can make them round. I could use dowels or something, but I'm not going to. I want it to be, it'll either be foam or 3D print probably. But, you know, I wouldn't mind doing like some scroll work and stuff with a 3D printer. But this first one, it might just be mostly handmade stuff. I also debated putting like a porthole window in here or behind the stairs, but we're kind of past that now, so maybe next time. But that's where we're at. That's great. Thank you guys. Thank you. Consider the idea of raffling off a diorama for members at the end of the year. So Eduardo, I'm not against it, but YouTube has strict rules on raffles, and I just want to make sure I'm not potentially vulnerable for anything like that. Yeah. I don't know. I've always stayed away from that stuff. A lot of guys were doing raffles, but you could make a wire cutter guide and use it. Oh, yeah. Like the, almost like a routered look. I know I've seen the Shifting Lands guys doing some pretty cool things. Ballisters or spindles? Thank you, Ed. Baluster. What a freaking word. I've heard that word before. I'm not exactly sure I ever knew what the hell it was, though. So I'm working on another console piece, And I kind of showed Ed, but I'm not going to show you guys right now, I don't think. But it's a work in progress. It's a 3D print, and you know, now that I'm getting some of the transparency stuff down on how to do that inside a print, that's gonna be cool. But I'm gonna have some pieces that'll be backlightable with LEDs and stuff pretty soon, I think. Should have something to show next week. Superfluous, fancy word for useless things. Right on. It'll be really cool. Thank you. Yeah, man, I'm gonna make a keyboard. I'm gonna make a bunch of stuff like that. I had some other design ideas in my head. I realized too, like, if I want to really ramp it up, having a, you know, like dioramas. You can make crates. Crates are cool. People love crates. You can make little things. That's cool. If you want to get a lot of views or create buzz, you have to make something big and kind of epic, and then have all the smaller things be a part of it. So I am contemplating on doing a much larger 3D printed diorama, like a whole dio basically, incorporating consoles. But, you know, I don't have a bunch of printers. I have a few, and some of these things require, like, you know, like some of the stuff that guy Toy Blocks does, which is amazing. Some of those things are just, they're huge and very detailed. You know, he's spending over 100 hours of print time to do that. You know, and that's like a competitive advantage right there, because he's got, you know, a lot of printers, so he can run those. Obviously, I'm not diminishing from the work that has to go into all that, because there's plenty of work that goes into all that. But if you try to print something that's, you know, 100+ hours, and you only have 2 printers you could run that on, it's easy to get backed up. But I think I'm gonna make something like that. Have at least one larger piece. I've done plenty of larger, you know, displays by hand, but I haven't done any full 3D printed displays yet. So I think it's probably time for me to try and bang 1 or 2 of those out. I do like the idea of a laboratory, and that is that's a possibility for something in the future for sure, Largo. I'm kind of leaning towards doing a very small, like, bridge, or like a a cockpit. Now my throat's gonna be weird. Not Millennium Falcon style so much as maybe a little bit closer to Serenity. Not exactly, but I was kind of thinking about, you know, like glass up front and maybe 2 L-shaped consoles with a little walkway path in between them. Modular Mad Doc's Laboratory does sound pretty cool, though. Because something like that you could build in hallway sections, like you're saying, and instead of making it $200 or whatever for a full piece, or you could sell that in maybe 3 or 4 $50 or $60 sections that piece together, and that is cool, like a hallway or something. I gotta wrap my head around designing something like that in 3D, though, because I haven't really done much of that. I mean, I did like a little bit of practice level design in Blender many years ago, and I sucked at it. But it's different making an object versus building a environment. Especially because once you make it, then you gotta cut it into manageable bits that the printer can handle. Yeah. Yeah, I like steampunk. For sure. I think probably my actual exposure to steampunk was the Final Fantasy games, oddly enough, because they had all those airships and stuff. But I think probably as a practice to do, get the texture down that I would like, and maybe deal with some of the angles, I might do a dinghy first. It just seems like it would make sense to do that. And with the 3D printer, oh man, I'm yawning. You can do up to about a 45-degree angle without having to put supports on it. So if it's, like 60 degrees or something like that, this won't print right. It'll string out. You have to have supports. But if you have it at like 30 or 25 or 45 or 15 or something, like, bowing out for a boat, you could do that without supports because there's enough of a edge for the bead to run on for each layer. So when you're designing it, if you keep that in mind, you can get the texture and the outside of it to still look really nice. If you have to use supports, you have to use supports, but it really uglies up the surface that you pulled them off of. Yeah, exactly. You need a dinghy to go with a pirate ship. Um, so obviously the smaller you go, Largo, the harder it is to get crisper details. But I would say smaller 1/18 is easier to deal with on a 3D printer than 1/12. Just because most printers, unless you have oversized ones, and if you're using bamboo, which is all I pretty much use these days, that's your build plate. So they do have bigger build plates on the brand new generation printer that, you know, cost something like $1,600 that I do not have to buy. So this is my limitation right here. If you're trying to build a diorama for 1/12, you know, this is not fitting on it, and this is just a single figure display. I can make it a little bit shorter, but most things, it's about 9 inches by 9 inches. Most 1/12 things have walls taller than 9 inches. Not much. Like, you could get away with 10 or 11. You could get away with 9, but you usually need a little more space. 1/18, it's not even a problem. Not even a problem. 5 inches is plenty tall for a wall in 1/18. So you just have to break things up and join them together in 1/12 with 3D printing, and I just haven't really done much of that yet. Okay, that's one. Do I really want to do another one of those? Ooh, that's rough. 1 down, 20 more to go. That's what I'm saying, man. I should do another one of those. I am going to do another one of those. Let me just lower the screen here for a minute to grab this gray paint. Make sure that's back somewhere somewhat reasonable. Let's see what this looks like. Take care, Eduardo. Have a good night, man. 30 more? Yeah, right, Fat Red? Maybe. I think this is the color already, in which case this is not going to work. So I think what my original idea here was to do a black wash. Yep, I'm gonna have to do a black wash. Might not have to with these. They're still pretty dark. I think I will still do a black wash. Man, I'm tired. I almost said I stink. I still do a black wash. Oh man. Submarine interior. Yeah, of course. The panels, you can print it modular and mount it, for sure. I think what I need to do with something like that, Jim, is, you know, just like when you're building a diorama, and I haven't really done it with the 3D stuff, so I need to get the outside built first. So if I wanted to build a submarine interior, the first thing to do would be to build a section of the capsule, have it printed out, you know, so I can kind of like visualize it a little bit better, and then go bit by bit from there and plug pieces into it. Yeah. You know, would I do a whole one? Probably not. But a half? Yeah, maybe. Maybe like a half cylinder. we are going to need some black wash to accentuate that, which I'm not going to do right now because it's going to be a mess. I just needed a palette cleanser before I started this next crate. Bulkheads you could do a Stargate. So I had something I did a while back, and it's very simple. And I don't know where the floor went, but this is like 1/18, and these are both slide in for your own graphics style. They look like picture frames, but they're supposed to be monitors. This was, you know, a rough beginning draft. I could change it some more, but there was a floor for this, and then this piece from the catwalk playset was meant to go right there. And you can, obviously it's very brightly colored, but you know, kind of similar to what you're saying. You could print something like this out and have like a board on the bottom that has a slot in it. Maybe make a little bit more of a tail on the bottom here and just slot them in. Submarine's a little bit trickier because you need curvature. Something like that I'd probably do monocolor, because printing the multicolor on a curve is difficult. It's much, much slower because it has to keep changing colors for each layer, as opposed to having the color change all on one flat layer. So I'd probably do the hull a single color and then have multicolor pieces that I could, you know, put in here or there. This is going to be a banged up wooden crate, but that's okay. An opportunity to test your portholes. Crates do tend to get banged up, right? Free weathering. Yes. I am still tinkering with a laser. I'm working on something right now, probably with punk, that we'll be talking about soon using the laser. And Largo, in case you didn't see it, Fat Red said, "Easy there, Largo. This is a family-friendly stream." What's really funny is no one can see Fat Red, but Fat Red has the #1 chat crown right now, which is kind of ironic. Typical. Yeah. I really need to design some reasonably good-looking 3D printed crates. That's got to be a priority. I don't mind making a few foam crates, but this is this could get a little out of hand. And the thing with crates is they look good with everything, right? I mean, every diorama pretty much you could have crates in. Thin red foo? Yeah, perhaps, Largo, perhaps. Working on some world-building diorama bits. What are you working on, Troy? Maybe it's because I don't have any numbers or special characters in my name. It's possible. I mean, I don't either. Some doorways, walls I can move in and out of the main diorama. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh man, this is killing me. Hey, what's up, Briscoe? Hatred to shadow band. Briscoe, I typed out Fat Red earlier and it auto-corrected to Fathead. I think that's a new one. Woo! All right. Let's take a little shill break. Well, pretty much everyone in here heard before. I'll just talk about real quick. The Helidope gun crates are up for sale on my Etsy. I have them up there on a 2-pack. I was hesitating on it for a while, but put them up today. Also, we have the windows we did last week. Pretty cool. I'm definitely going to build a diorama using these soonish. And there's also this guy is up on Etsy as well, which I'm going to do made to order. So if you order one, I will not be sending you this one, but I will make it as close as I can get it to this one, which will be pretty darn close. Magnetized. It's a single or double figure diorama. You could definitely fit 2 dudes on here, though. What else? I don't want to do that. No, my God, do I want to start another crate? Oh, boy. I have been going to sleep earlier, so this Friday is like the odd man out on my my sleep schedule now. Not that much earlier though, right? Let me see, what time is it? It's 12:41. Yeah, I've been going to bed around 11:30, 12. Riding the sleepy. Yeah, man, that just happens. Not a lot of words on the second part of this stream. For a Lawrence-inspired meltdown over crate building frustration. I don't think it's happening tonight, Ed. I think it would be more likely you just watch me fall asleep. Is that what this stream has become to you, Ed? It's just like watching a train wreck slowly unfolding, wondering when is he finally going to crack? I mean, I'm okay with that if that's the case. It's fine. Whew. Ah. Mudhorn Station, what's going on, man? And Troy said, if you're not first, you're last. Shake and bake. Yeah, there did used to be a number 3. I didn't even realize they got rid of it until you mentioned that, Briscoe. Making a Darth Vader throne. That's cool. Foam seems too light, but I'll finish it and see. Some little thin sheets of EVA foam might be useful in that endeavor. I can't remember what the Darth Vader throne looks like exactly as far as the cushioning. Spindle. We don't mention that word around here. All right, gentlemen. Although it's a bit of a short stream, an hour and 42 minutes. I started a little bit late. Probably gonna wrap it up here in a moment. We got some Darth Vader throne talk going on here with Ed, Briscoe, and Troy. Thrones are definitely cool, man. A lot of impact, smaller piece. You can spend time getting the details right because it's not like, you know, this giant thing. Yeah, so good luck with that, Troy. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I know I wasn't talking a whole lot today. Not that it matters. And we were just doing crates, which is a little bit of a grind. But thanks for hanging out, everyone. Thanks to anyone. I know Fat Red bought some crates, but if anyone else bought some crates off my Etsy or any of the other things I have on there, thank you very much. Thank you to all my channel members. And yeah, I hope I see you guys next week. I do appreciate everyone that's been trying to help out and support lately. That is a good motivation because pretty much that helps me decide if I need to do the next thing, obviously, is if one thing does okay, well, then it may be time for the next thing. So appreciate it, everyone, and have a fantastic week. Take care.